Well, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of J-Man's Cycles. So today I'm going to be installing my new crankset that I purchased. Last week. I had that other video if you guys haven't seen it. But anyways, I did an opening review of this Shimano 105 50 by 34 teeth crankset to be able to remove the Praxis bottom bracket that comes with my bike with the Specialized SL4. I had to buy a special tool, of course. It does not match Shimano, so you have to get another tool for that. And to put the new bottom bracket in, I had to get a Shimano tool. So actually I got this pretty cheap. So I got this one from Amazon. I believe it was like 10 bucks, 12 bucks, something like that. And I got this one actually from eBay for also $10 plus shipping. It wound up being like 15 bucks or something like that. I'm concerned about this one a little bit because it's aluminum. I don't know how strong those teeth are. If that bottom bracket is stuck in there, they may strip, so we'll see. So let's start by unboxing the new bottom bracket. I really have not even looked at it. So let me just. So this is 1/2. So that bottom bracket, my bike is threaded on both sides, so I need a threaded bottom bracket. And it actually comes with a tool. So this, I guess for some reason, it's different. So you have to put this in here. Put in here like this. To be able to do that, and then this adapter that it comes with mounts on your tool. Here is the rest of the bottom bracket. So it comes with a little internal sleeve, I guess. I honestly don't know what that's for, why they bring the sleeve, but because the shaft will go through there, so it doesn't really matter. So then you put this in one side of the bike, this one on the other, and they screw together. Okay. To remove this bottom bracket, first thing I'm going to do is remove this left crank arm. So to do that, I'm going to need an 8mm Allen wrench. So this should be pretty straightforward. Go in there, make sure that that's all the way in, and lefty loosey on that one. Okay. So as you do this, there's an internal bolt in there, nut and bolt. It's actually a headed bolt that, as you unscrew it, is pushing out the crank, that crank arm. So you keep doing this. Okay, so here it is. So there's that internal bolt I was talking about. So as you unscrew that, it pushes this out. So that's that. I am going to remove the chain off of this because it's going to fall off. There. Whole thing comes out easy. Okay. Well, let's see how this goes. I'm gonna clean this a little bit. All right. So this actually says tighten that way. Yeah, there you go. It says tighten, and it has a little arrow pointing to the right, and that L means that's the left side of the bicycle. So anyway, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to put our tool on here, and we're going to loosen. Will be to the left. that way, that direction. So that's what we're going to do in a second. Okay, so all right, let's see. Gosh, this is hard. This is harder than I thought it was going to be. Nope. Well, this seems to be stuck pretty bad, so I'm going to add a little arrow coil. This stuff works pretty good. It's to loosen frozen stuff. It's like WD-40, but maybe a little better. So hopefully that will loosen it up. So I'm gonna let it sit for a few minutes. Well, in a few minutes, let's give it another try. So this thing doesn't strip. That's what I'm worried about. There. It went. Now you guys need to watch. A lot of people don't like using those penetrating oils, especially when you're installing something or if you're going to reuse it, because they may get into your bearing, inside your bearing grease, and it will break down the grease. Okay, I'm going to the dry side now. Like the other one is at a directional arrow here, so tighten to the left on this one. So this one's opposite, okay? So this one you loosen to the right. Well, I have to reposition the camera since I got to stand here, so I don't want to use this rag because I don't want to get all nasty with this chain, but I cannot get any leverage there. There. Alright. So you see this one loosens to the right. That's opposite. So if I was really ambitious, I would go ahead and clean all this really well, since this usually you don't have access to when the crankset's in there. So I'm gonna use some of this mean green orange champ cleaner and degreaser. It doesn't work that great. I use it when I clean my bike. I use it with the chain, but honestly, it does not take the grease off. I am gonna apply just a little bit of grease on there, not a lot, just enough to keep it from rusting and freezing in there. I don't have anti-seize on me. That would be ideal, but don't have any. I guess I'm going to start with the drive side. So this is tighten to the left. Tighten lefty. Okay, so here's a very important step. I can't find anywhere on the bottom bracket instructions, or even on the writings on the bottom bracket itself. Here, there's no indication. I've looked everywhere on both sides. What kind of torque spec, and I don't see one. So I was doing some research. What I've heard was anywhere from 15 to 24 meters. So I'm gonna go right in the middle. So in pounds feet is gonna be about 14.5 pounds foot, or foot-pounds, however you want to say it. What I did is, and here's the important part, the critical part. So what you do is you measure from the center of your tool to where you're going to be applying force. So if I hold this here, it's going to be roughly here. Well, that's 7 inches. So you take your 7 inches and you multiply it, or you divide it by the 14.57. That will give you the pounds you need. So 0.583 divided by 14.5, it's about 25 pounds. That means that I'm gonna have to do a perceived effort of 25 pounds. So just imagine you pushing down for what it feels like to push with 25 pounds of force, and that's what you need to do. All right, so I got that one torqued, the other side, so I'm going to do this side right here. No, I guess I had it backwards. This one tightens to the right. Never mind. All right, so for some reason I'm having a hard time putting this adapter back on the tool. I don't know what's going on, but all right, so like I said before, perceived effort on this one is going to be 25 pounds. So I think it's easier to kind of gauge picking up 25 pounds than it is pushing. So yeah, that was probably 25 before it slipped off. Let's try it again just one more time just to see. Yeah, I think that's 25 pounds. There ain't no way, that's more. That's pretty tight. Okay, so here I'm ready to install the new crank arm, the crankset. So I'm gonna make sure that the chain is, of course, on the over here on this side of the crank, the bottom bracket. There you go. So, wow, this is tight. Wow. That was inside that bearing. Oh, I want to go ahead and put this chain on this so that okay, so next step is to actually put the crank arm. So I'm gonna put this up here, 12 o'clock position, so that I can easily put this one there. So it actually comes with a marker, that little hole right there. I imagine that's what they want you to do right here. And that actually needs to be more. For some reason, it's not going in. It's a rubber mallet. People. I feel like it's go up a little more. Yep, you just put in some more. I have set the crank enough that it's got enough splines marrying each other in there to keep them from stripping, because the worst thing is if you're not all the way in, you're gonna have half the splines in there, and that's not enough engagement. So when you're pedaling really hard, you'll strip them, and you wind up well, having to replace probably the whole thing. Well, so these instructions did come with the crank arms, and it is calling for 12 to 14 Newton meters on these bolts, and you're supposed to tighten a little bit at a time. This one first, this one, and then keep alternating. So, like before, I don't have a wrench, torque wrench for this, but 12. I'm going to shoot for 12, 13 Newton meters, which is equivalent of about 7 pounds foot. So this is only where I'm going to be applying force. It's about 3 inches. So again, multiply, actually divide 7 pounds by 0.25, and you get about 28 pounds of force. So that's going to be kind of, I mean, iffy, but I don't have anything else, so I'm going to tighten this up just a little bit at a time. One more little minor tightening, and now I'm going to go torque. So again, about 25 pounds of force. I would say that's probably about 25. Let's see this one. Yep. I'm gonna call it good right there. So one last thing to note here, the little pamphlet does say to re-tighten this after about 60 miles. So for me, that will be after maybe 1 or 2 rides. Last step is installing the. I just put the pedals off my old crank. Well, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll make another video once I get the power meter that I'm going to replace this with. So like I said before, I'm looking for the 4 eyes power meter. So that's going to be the next video. Until next time, thanks for watching.